Genesis. Here's a question that might surprise you. What happens when you build a world-class luxury car, but nobody believes you're a luxury brand? You get Genesis. On paper, Genesis does everything right. Stunning design, premium materials, technology that rivals the best German automakers. And yet, this brand is struggling to survive. Why? Because in the world of luxury automobiles, perception is everything. Let's rewind to the beginning. Genesis was born in 2015 as Hyundai's ambitious attempt to crack the luxury market. The Korean automotive giant looked at BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Audi and said, "We can do that." And honestly, they came remarkably close. The Genesis G70 was praised by critics as a genuine BMW 3 Series competitor. The G80 and G90 sedans offered Mercedes-level comfort at significantly lower prices. The GV70 and GV80 SUVs delivered premium experiences that had automotive journalists genuinely impressed. But here's where things started to fall apart. Luxury buyers don't just want a good car. They want status. They want prestige. They want to pull up to a restaurant and have people notice. And when your badge says Genesis, but everyone still whispers, "Isn't that just a Hyundai?" you have a serious problem. Genesis tried desperately to distance itself from its parent company. They created standalone dealerships. They crafted unique marketing campaigns. They even developed entirely separate design language. But the stigma remained. In the minds of luxury buyers, Genesis was, and in many ways still is, a Hyundai wearing an expensive suit. And the problems didn't stop at perception. Reliability issues began surfacing across the lineup. Multiple recalls affected everything from electrical systems to safety features. The brand's electric vehicles, which were supposed to represent the future, faced concerning quality control problems. Owners reported software glitches, charging inconsistencies, and premature battery degradation. The numbers tell a devastating story. Despite offering competitive pricing and impressive specifications, Genesis struggles to move inventory. Several models have already been discontinued or are rumored for cancellation. The brand's resale values have begun slipping, which is particularly damaging for a luxury mark where depreciation is already aggressive. Here's what makes this especially concerning for potential buyers. When you purchase a Genesis today, you're making a bet. A bet that this brand will survive long enough to support your vehicle. A bet that dealerships will remain open for service. A bet that parts will remain available. And right now, those bets are looking increasingly risky. Genesis isn't dead. Not yet. But the warning signs are flashing red. And for anyone considering a Genesis purchase in 2026, the question isn't whether you'll love the car. You probably will. The question is whether the brand will be around to support it 5 years from now. The tragic irony? Genesis makes genuinely excellent automobiles. But in a world where perception trumps reality, excellence alone isn't enough to survive. And speaking of perception problems, our next brand took a legendary legacy and drove it. Jaguar. This one hurts. It truly does. Jaguar isn't just a car brand. It's a piece of automotive history, a symbol of British elegance, refined luxury, and timeless sophistication. For decades, the leaping cat represented everything aspirational about the automobile. And now, Jaguar is fighting for its very survival, and the wounds are entirely self-inflicted. Let me paint you a picture of where we are today. Walk into a Jaguar dealership in 2025, and you'll find something shocking. Empty showrooms, vehicles that are no longer in production, salespeople with nothing to sell. This isn't an exaggeration. This is reality. Here's what happened. In a move that still baffles industry analysts, Jaguar decided to completely reinvent itself. The plan? Abandon everything that made Jaguar. Well, Jaguar. Discontinue the beloved sedans. Kill the popular F-Type sports car. Eliminate the SUVs that were actually selling and replace everything, eventually, with a lineup of ultra-luxury electric vehicles. The problem? Those electric vehicles don't exist yet. So, Jaguar created a void. A years-long gap where the brand has essentially nothing to sell. Dealers were left stranded with rapidly depreciating inventory and no replacements coming. Customers who loved Jaguar suddenly had nowhere to go. But the story gets worse. As part of this transformation, Jaguar unveiled a new brand identity. A rebranding so controversial, so universally criticized, that it became an international joke overnight. The new campaign featured bizarre imagery, confusing messaging, and seemed to completely abandon the heritage that Jaguar customers cherish. perished. Longtime Jaguar enthusiasts were horrified. The automotive press was merciless. Social media erupted with mockery, and potential customers, the ones Jaguar desperately needed to attract, simply walked away. Now let's talk about what this means for current Jaguar owners and anyone considering a purchase. Reliability has been a persistent challenge for the brand. In quality surveys and dependability rankings, Jaguar consistently appears near the bottom. Electrical gremlins, mechanical issues, and costly repairs have plagued the lineup for years. This was manageable when the brand was thriving and dealer networks were robust. But now, with dealers struggling to survive and the brand's future uncertain, service and support become genuine concerns. Parts availability could become problematic. Specialized technicians may become scarce. And resale values? They're already collapsing. Here's the brutal truth about buying a Jaguar today. You're purchasing a vehicle from a brand that has voluntarily hit the pause button on its entire existence. There's no guarantee the promised electric transformation will succeed. There's no guarantee the brand will survive it all. If the EV relaunch fails, if customers don't materialize, Jaguar could simply cease to exist. And if that happens, every current Jaguar becomes an orphan. A beautiful British orphan with limited support and plummeting value. Nissan. And yes, you read that right. Not a small brand struggling for relevance. Not a niche luxury player losing market share. Nissan, one of the largest automakers on the planet. A company that sells millions of vehicles worldwide every year. This is the most shocking entry on our list. And when you understand what's going on behind the scenes, you'll understand why industry insiders are genuinely concerned about Nissan's long-term survival. Let me be very clear about something important. Nissan isn't falling because people stop buying their cars. The Rogue is one of America's best-selling SUVs. The Sentra moves inventory steadily. The Altima is a common sight on roads across the country. Frontier trucks fill driveways. Pathfinders haul families. By superficial measures, Nissan looks healthy, but Nissan is collapsing due to catastrophic financial mismanagement, strategic failures, and a leadership crisis that has cost the company billions of dollars while its rivals have surged ahead. The rot is coming from within. Let's start with the numbers that don't show up in the TV ads. In recent fiscal years, Nissan has reported losses in the billions, not millions. Billions of dollars missing from its balance sheet. The company has been forced to make painful decisions to survive and restructure. Factories have closed in multiple regions of the world. Manufacturing capacity has been dramatically reduced. Tens of thousands of workers have been laid off across continents. These are not the actions of a healthy, confident automotive giant. These are desperate moves by a company trying to stem the bleeding. And the product casualties have been significant. Key models have been discontinued. EV projects have been canceled or delayed indefinitely. A company that launched electric vehicles on the mass market with a Leaf somehow lagged behind its competitors that launched later. But the product declines are just symptoms. The disease runs much deeper. The Carlos Ghosn scandal shattered Nissan's leadership structure in ways the company has yet to recover from. For those who don't remember, Ghosn was Nissan's CEO and chairman. He was credited with saving the company from bankruptcy in the late 1990s. He was celebrated as a visionary leader who built the Renault-Nissan alliance. He seemed untouchable. Then, in 2018, he was arrested in Japan on charges of financial misconduct. The business world was stunned. What happened next was even more dramatic. Ghosn made a spectacular escape from Japan while awaiting trial, reportedly hiding in the compartment of a private jet. He fled to Lebanon and became an international fugitive. The fallout for Nissan was devastating. Most critically, it left Nissan without stable, visionary leadership when the company needed direction most. While Nissan executives were managing crisis after crisis, putting out fires and navigating legal complexities, rivals were aggressively investing in the future. Earlier in 2025, Nissan had entered serious talks with Honda about merging. Consider what that meant. One of Japan's biggest, most storied automakers was essentially admitting that it could not survive independently. The talks represented a white flag for a company that had once saved itself from oblivion. The talks ultimately failed, leaving Nissan alone, exposed, and without a clear path forward. Industry analysts openly questioned whether the company could continue as an independent entity for much longer. If you're buying a car in 2026, the vehicle itself is part of the equation. The safest car you can buy isn't just the one with the highest safety rating or the most airbags. Which of these surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. Your perspective matters, and I genuinely want to hear which revelation hit hardest. If you own one of these brands, share your experience. If this video helped you understand the hidden risks in today's car market, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're constantly researching the automotive industry to bring you insights that could save you thousands of dollars and years of frustration. Thanks for watching. Drive safe, research thoroughly, and choose wisely.